Hello and welcome to Waddle Wednesday. Not Waddle Wednesday, we're the Waddle Games Jeopardy edition. I am your host, Kadence, aka Kadence Plays. I really hope you all can hear me because I can't hear anything else, but we're going to assume everything's going well. First, I want to thank everyone for supporting my career change from being a commentator to a full-time game host because I can't handle not knowing how percents work. So we are playing Jeopardy. As you can see, we have our numbers on the screen. But first, I want to talk a little bit about how it's going to work. Yes, this is Jeopardy. You probably know the rules already. We have a board of questions and points. Our contestants answer questions in a form of a question to win points in hopes to win a very rare custom Waddle hat made by Smasher Magazine. And now, let's meet tonight's contestants. All right. I don't know if there's a visual to go along with it, but we have NSFrog, a falcon mane from Nova Scotia, the winner of Waddle Wednesday 27, and the newest person to contract a case of whooping cough.
Hello.
And next, we have SF. Don't ask him what that stands for. A Marf mane from California. Has never entered a Waddle Wednesday before, but has entered a Metape at Waddle Western, whatever that means, and invited, and most importantly, invited to Waddle Jeopardy because he is a big Melee nerd.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have our special guest, someone from the audience even, Siddward. And you know what? I know a thing or two about Siddward. We bumped into each other at the airport and gave me a little bit of a celebrity moment, also not really knowing who Skurza was at the time. Don't know how that happened, but yes, you know and love them. We have Siddward joining us from the audience.
What is up, friends? Hello.
So in my head, there is like a large applause from the audience. This is recorded live in a studio, and we're just gonna roll with that kind of mentality. Put that in your head. And now I want to move on to our categories for tonight. So, our first category is a tournament by rule set. I will tell you a unique rule set, and you will tell me the name of the tournament. Second category, Nintendo game player name. Listen closely. This is a before and after style category. The last word of a Nintendo game title will also be the first part of a player's tag. For example, Super Smash Bros. Melee Sad Post. Next, we have Who's That Kirby? I will show you a picture of a Kirby that is in Melee, and you will try to name them. Waddle winners. I'll tell you a stat about someone who has won a Waddle Wednesday, and you have to guess the player. And the last category, which is the last category. That's all I'm going to say about it. All right, so we're actually going to hand it over to our special guest from the audience, Siddward, to start things off and pick a question from our board.
All right. Let's go with Nintendo game player name for 100, please, Cadence.
This 2016 Kirby game for the 3DS is known for making TikToks about box controllers.
Should I?
Oh, okay, so I guess like this is how the buzz works. Okay, SF, did you buzz?
I did buzz.
Okay, SF?
What is Planet Robobot Matt?
That is correct.
I've never heard of that game in my life.
Alright, SF, you have the board.
Gotcha. I'll do the same category for 200.
This Marfmate was PR'd in both Minnesota and Iowa, and also features the first in-game appearance of a Waddle Dee.
Keep knowing the player.
I'm not seeing any buzzes yet.
I don't know the game.
That would be, what is Kirby's Dream Land in?
Okay.
I feel like we all knew the player.
I'm sure you all did. And you guys were just too
No,
nervous
that's
to
not
answer
what
it.
it was.
So I think this goes back to SF because no one answered it.
I'll do the same category for 300.
This game, which was the first to feature Sheik, sponsored by Scythe, Siddward, and Zaza at the Big House 11. Alright, we have a buzz by SF.
What is Ocarina of Time Bones?
That is correct. Alright, SF, back to you.
The same category for 400. I feel good.
After being re-released on the Switch with a new funky mode, this Fox player moved from New Jersey to Finland. Alright, Frog.
It's Donkey Kong Jungle Freezes.
That is correct. I will gently warn you to, we want you to ask it in the form of a question. We'll give you this one.
What is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freezes?
You got it. Alright, Frog, you get the pick of the land.
Let's do tournament by rule set for 100.
Winners is all best of 5, and losers is all best of 1. Alright, Siddward.
What is Heaven and Hell?
Correct.
Alright, let's finish out that Nintendo game player category.
Alright, you got it. The second entry of this party game series to appear on the GameCube introduces capsules and also won the Waddle Arcadian going all Falco. Alright, Frog.
What is Mario Party 5-Man 1?
That is correct. Very nice. Alright, Frog, where are we going next?
Let's do the last category for 100.
Alright. Beloved Marfmane, who is responsible for posting Last Night in Melee on the Melee Stats Twitter. Alright, Siddward.
Who is SF?
That is correct.
Okay, let's keep going with the last category for 200, please.
Alright, you got it. Winner of the last Waddle Wednesday. Alright, SF.
Who is Stone?
That is correct. Great job, SF. And some bad news, some good news. We're actually going to take a quick commercial break. Do not go anywhere. This is going to be an extra short one. And we will see you guys shortly with the rest of Waddle Games Jeopardy.
Recently, we compared two superheroes, Dashing Super Guy and Kirby from Nintendo. In some ways, Kirby lost big. No big hair, no big muscles, no weapons, nothing. All Kirby's got is appetite. Kirby's Dream Land, the thrilling adventure game on Game Boy. Kirby munches, spits back, and floats, saving glorious Dreamland. He's Kirby, and he packs a mean bite. Kirby's Dream Land, only on Game Boy.
Who's Kirby? Behind the flabby facade, a physical powerhouse. A street fighter. A weapons expert. He's whatever the situation demands. In Kirby's Adventure, evil King Dedede's stolen Dreamland's dreams. Now Kirby's fighting to get them back, level by nightmarish level. That's Kirby. He's cute. Till you cross him, then he's one tough cream puff. Kirby's Adventure on NES.
Some play games that go, and some play games that go. Well, now there's Nintendo's new pinball video game called Kirby's Pinball Land. And Kirby's all over the place. All you do is keep Kirby as long as you can. Get Nintendo's new Kirby Spinball Land for Game Boy, and we'll bet you won't go.
All right, son, what's he look like?
Well, he was pink.
Caucasian?
No, pink.
And big, you saying?
Yeah, like a big marshmallow.
Yeah, what'd he do?
He made me and my friend play this game, Avalanche, and he dumped all these little blobs on me. And the only way that I could survive was if I buried my buddy in boulders.
Oh, look, he's a cutie. Is this the guy?
Kirby's Avalanche, the chain reaction puzzle game. Or try Kirby's Dream Course. It's Psycho Golf in 3D, only for Super NES.
All right, son. Marshmallow?
All right, welcome back to the Waddle Games. We're playing Jeopardy. From right before the commercial break, we had a rally of questions. We have NSFrog at 900, SF at 600, and Siddward tailing behind at 200. But first, I want to talk a little bit about our participant, NSFrog. NSFrog, are you still there with us?
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right, so you've been known to kind of host your own Melee Jeopardy games, and you're kind of, say, like, you know, the expert in the space. How would you say we're doing so far?
I think we're doing pretty good. I really like the Nintendo game player name category. Wordplay is really fun. It's going good. I'm surprised I knew any of the answers.
Well, you're doing great. And secondly, it's been come to our awareness that you've recently contracted a case of whooping cough. You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I'm saving babies because they paid me to get whooping cough to study me, and it's awesome.
We love selling your body to science. Thank you, NSFrog. All right, so we're gonna get back to this game. Who? I should know who got the last question, but
I think it was me.
that sounds right, SF.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
know what? You were confident enough, so if you're right or wrong, I'm just gonna go with you.
It was.
All right, SF. Where are we going?
We can do a tournament by rule set for 200.
All right, tournament by rule set for 200. Every set is best of 7, and every game is only 1 stock. All right, we have a buzz from SF.
What is Baby Park?
Drum roll, please. You are correct.
I thought that was Sandy Singles.
Oh no, it's Baby Park, but this is the Mario Kart that just makes you do 7 laps. I don't know if there's anything else like it. All right, SF. Where are we going next?
You can do the same category for 300.
Same category for 300. Faye and Wolf are the only legal characters. All right, we have a buzz from Siddward. What is it?
What is Spacies Only?
What is Spacies Only is correct.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. Could you take us to tournament by rule set for 400?
Tournament by rule set for 400. Only players with a profile picture on StartGG are allowed to sign up. All right, we have a buzz from Siddward. What do you think?
What is That Looks Good on You?
What is That Looks Good on You is correct.
Oof.
Great job.
And tournament.
All right. Let's just do the last one of that category. Yeah.
All right, last one in this category. Secondaries bracket held on Halloween. All right, we have a buzz from Siddward.
What is costume contest?
What is costume contest is correct. Fantastic job.
Okay. I guess let's do the last category for 300.
All right, the last category for 300. The record for the longest lasting win streak without skipping a week belongs to this player. All right, we have a buzz from Frog. Frog, what do you think it is?
Who is J-Salt?
Who is J-Salt is correct. I don't think you guys have gotten anything wrong yet. Well, except when you guys didn't know one at all, but we'll not count that one.
Wow, that
All right, what's next?
Let's do Waddle winners for 500.
All right, Waddle winners for 500, going big. I like it. it took 33 weeks before a solo Fox main won Waddle Wednesday, and this player was the first to do it. 5 seconds.
I definitely entered this week. Who won?
All right, we have a buzz from Siddward.
Who is Young Silver?
You don't seem too confident about that. All right, drum roll, please. Who is Young Silver? Is correct.
Wow.
Hey, okay.
That's a huge swing. Is the audience really gonna beat our invited contestants? The Grandpa Jeopardy and the Millionaire themselves?
We'll see.
All right. Well, take
I'll
us
go
away.
Let's slow down. Let's go to Who's That Kirby for 100.
All right, slowing it down. Who's that Kirby for 100? So for reference, I'm gonna show you an image. Surely you guys know who this Kirby is. All right, we get a buzz from SF. Don't get this wrong, or it's gonna be really awkward.
Who is Kirby?
Who is Kirby is correct. We have a smart one here.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
We would have ejected you if you got that wrong, so I'm glad you got it right. All right, well, let's move on. SF, where would you like to go?
Who's that Kirby for 200?
All right, who's that Kirby for 200? All right, we have a buzz from Siddward.
Who is Rock Kirby?
All right, drum roll, please. I should know this. That is incorrect. Buzzer unlocked.
I haven't played a single Kirby game in my life.
I can tell you right now, this Kirby is in a Smash game. That's a lie, is it? I don't know, I can't tell. It's a little small. Don't listen to me.
I think I know. God dang it.
Alright, we have a buzz from Siddward. Is that right?
No.
Or SF, because
SF, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
SF.
Who is Gordo? Gordo Kirby?
Who is Gordo Kirby is correct. Very nice steal.
Yeah.
And that brings SF to 1100. So we're gonna actually switch over to a commercial break, but just to recap our scores, we have NSFrog with 1300, SF with 1100, and Siddward from the audience with 1700. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the rest of our Waddle Games Jeopardy. See you soon. All right, take that out of your mouth. Okay, hello, and welcome back to the Waddle Games. For those who missed out on what we were just at, we have NSFrog with 1,300 from Nova Scotia. We have SF with 1,100 points, and Siddward, someone we pulled from the audience, absolutely the last second with 1,700 points. Isn't that weird how that works out? But before we get into things, I want to talk a little bit more about our contestants. SF, you know what, they gave me like a Grammy-style note card with some notes about you. And for some reason, the only things I have on my data card for you is that, well, one, you've never entered a Waddle Wednesday. Well, what is that about?
Look, I've tried many times, you know, to register, and then I just get removed for whatever reason. I don't really get it. I feel like I'm trying to enter, trying to be a part of the Waddle community, but just something about, I think my location maybe, is preventing me.
Right, and you are aware that you entered this, which is not a Melee tournament, correct?
That's good. That's correct. I think I realize.
All right, well, and then lastly, there's been some allegations going around in the back rooms saying that you are allegedly a nerd. What do you have to say about that?
I've talked to my lawyer, and I think I have to plead the fifth on that one.
Oh, you have a good lawyer. All right, so moving back onto our game. I, for some reason, have the hardest time. Okay, who could confidently tell me who answered the last question correctly?
I think it was me.
I said Stone Kirby and it was wrong, so probably it's someone else.
Yeah, who said Gordo?
Me, SF.
Okay, SF, once again, you sound the most confident, so I'll let you pick the next category. Where are we going?
Let's do Who's That Kirby for 300.
All right, Who's That Kirby for 300? It's going to be a picture. Be ready. All right, we have a buzz from Siddward. What do we think it is?
Who is Rick?
Who is Rick? Is correct. Very nice. I have never seen that hamster before in my life. I'm really confused. All right, where are we going to next?
Let's go with Who's That Kirby for 400.
All right, Who's That Kirby for 400?
Yeah, no.
Come on. All right, buzz from Siddward.
Who is Bronto Burt?
You sound so unconfident in that question. I am shocked to say that you are correct.
Woo! Okay.
Sheesh.
It sounds like a fake name.
It sounds fake. I really don't think these guys have names, but I'm being informed now that they certainly do. You learn something new every day. All right, where are we going to next?
Let's do Who's That Kirby for 500.
All right, Who's That Kirby for 500? Once again, it's a picture. All right, a buzz from Siddward. What do we think it is?
Who is Kibi?
Excuse me, did you just say who is Kibi? Because that's
Yes.
absolutely correct. You know, my Google Doc said this is typo, but you just knew it anyway. Very nice.
All right. Let's do the last category for 400.
All right, the last category for 400. Despite placing first multiple times, this player has also finished dead last at a Waddle Wednesday. All right, we have a buzz from Siddward.
Who is Siddward?
Eh.
Okay.
Siddward is not correct, which is a surprise. All right, we're gonna unlock the buzzer. Is that how that works? Or we go... Oh my god, you are right. That
Oh,
was
thank
correct.
goodness. I was gonna say, I feel like I've done pretty bad at this, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? That was a trick question. My document is completely accurate, and my eyeballs are liars. All right, Siddward, I am so sorry.
No
I'm glad if
problem.
anyone, it was going to be you I messed it up on. So where are we going to next?
Let's go. Let's finish out the last category, the last one.
All right, last category. Although they've only entered Waddle Wednesday once, this Peach main still managed to secure the last spot on the Summer 2023 Top 50 ranking. All right, we have a buzz in from Frog.
Malachi? Who is Malachi?
Who is Malachi? Is correct. That is 500 points going to NSFrog. And that actually finishes our last category. So we only have a few left. Frog, where do you want to go?
I better be the answer to one of these questions here, or that's collusion. Waddle winners for 100.
All right, Waddle winners for 100. This is the first and only player so far to have won a Waddle Wednesday and a Waddle Western. All right, Siddward.
Wait, was I first?
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry. All right, SF is what I see.
it's swapped. It's
That's
swapped.
definitely what I heard, for sure. Who is Salt?
Who is Salt is correct. All right, SF, what's next?
Do Waddle winners for 200.
Waddle winners for 200. History was made and then repeated when this player won the first and second Waddle Wednesdays. All right, we have a buzz in from Siddward.
Who is Panko?
Who is Panko is correct. Very nice, 200 points to Siddward. All right.
Let's do 300, please.
All right, Waddle winners for 300. First winning with Fox, this player would return to become the first solo Peach to win a Waddle Wednesday. All right, we have a buzz from SF.
Who is Polish?
Who is Polish is correct. All right, the board is yours.
I mean, I got one option, I think.
It's still yours.
I'll do the 400 Waddle winners.
Very predictable. This player traded Game 5 sets with Akir on their run to win Waddle Wednesday 100. All right, a buzz in from SF.
Who is Beckvin? Sad.
Sad indeed. Let's unlock the buzzer.
Should know this. I definitely entered that one.
All right, Siddward.
Who is J-Chu?
Who is J-Chu? You are breaking my heart. Waddle Wednesday, probably the most important Waddle Wednesday there is. I guess Frog, you have a guess, or?
I remember.
I think I know, but I don't want to risk the points.
I don't think you really risk points by just guessing if everyone gets it wrong.
Yeah, but see, if I get it wrong, then Final Jeopardy, I can't catch up to Siddward. But if I don't guess, I can. And I don't think I'm not sure.
Okay, 3 seconds. 3, 2.
I think it's J Salt, but I'm not gonna guess.
All right, no answers. Who is?
Oh my god!
I'm amazed that you guys were just so.
That's evil.
I think I lost $100 in that tournament.
I blocked that from my memory.
You guys just like turn off Waddle Wednesday when you're out. Hungrybox is rolling in their chair right now. But that concludes the questions on our main board. But don't you go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick break, and as soon as we get back, we're gonna be back with our Final Jeopardy, where players get to wager all their points on a question. Is that right, or do we? Is the commercial now or later? All right, the commercial is now. I'm being told. The cane is being hooked around me and I'm being pulled away. So I'll see you guys shortly. Don't go anywhere, and we will be back with the conclusion of Waddle Jeopardy.
At the Kirby's Block Ball Testing Center, we bounced off every wall. Sat on every spike. And busted every block.
Good.
until the game was ready for Kirby himself.
It's ready!
Kirby's Block Ball, now on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Seen a rash of these lately. TMK.
TMK.
Too much Kirby.
Think you can't get too much of a good thing? Try new Kirby Superstar. It's full-blown Kirby, inflated with 8 Kirby games, bloated with 23 Kirby enemies, bulging with new Kirby powers.
Get him into observation.
New Kirby Superstar, only on SNES. Can your system handle it?
Muffin is a half tabby, half calico who loves giving kitten kisses. Buddy is part lab, part husky, and he chases balls. Kirby is part fire, part bomb, spike, and lightning, and he loves to combine these in new ways to destroy his enemies. So, we have two wonderful pets to choose from.
Kirby 64. Rated E for everyone.
Introducing new tilt response technology. Now you move the Game Boy, not the buttons. Kirby Tilt and Tumble, rated E for everyone. Only on Game Boy Color.
Get into it.
Welcome back to Waddle Games Final Jeopardy. I'll be honest, that Kirby in the last commercial rolling around the Game Boy, that is an accurate representation of my last brain cell trying to host this game. But before we get into it, I want to talk a little bit about our surprise guest audience participant, Siddward. Siddward, how are you doing?
I am wonderful.
Isn't it strange that as a random audience participant that you have like triple the points of some of our players?
You know, I think a game show like this, you know, Jeopardy, it's all about thinking. And what you said, Cadence, it really makes you think.
You can say that again. All right, Siddward. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down. I'm assuming you guys kind of know what Jeopardy or how Jeopardy works. We have a final question, so this is not the final score. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to reveal a category that's going to kind of hint to you what the question could be like. Once I reveal this category, you guys are going to make a wager in a private channel. Or I don't know if the wager is private or public. That's not really that important. But you're going to make a wager, then I'm going to reveal the question. So everyone sees the question at once. At that point, you guys are all going to write down or send your answers to the private chat that DevDog opened up for you. And then once everyone has gotten their wager and their answer submitted, we're going to reveal the answer and we're going to see who is the winner of the first annual Waddle Games. You're able to bet all the points you have, or none at all if you feel like you have nothing to gain. So with that said, I think we're ready to reveal the category. Category is, showing up is half the battle. Alright, I'm pretty sure that the wager gets submitted along with your answer to the question. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna get a DM about it. Wagers are in. That is great to know. All right, so in the meantime, while our contestants are diligently thinking and writing down their answers, I just want to say that if you like what you're saying, well, too bad, because tomorrow we're doing a Melee tournament, not Jeopardy, but there is some really cool prizes, including, I believe, some money. Dev is going to kill me if there's no money or cash prize involved, but there is a bracket tomorrow. Hosted by yours truly, DevDog. Maybe you'll see me, maybe you won't, I don't know. But yeah, so please support all of the people that make this happen. It's really just DevDog, and we're just kind of, side characters in their story, but it's sure to be a good time. Wagers are in, there is money involved. How much there is, you guys can come find out. I have some jokes written down, but So it's kind of on Dev before I start getting into my comedy routine. But yeah, so we have to read the final question. All right, let's do it. Who has entered the most Waddle Wednesdays? Make sure you think about this. Because truly, this is your opportunity to go from hypothetically last place to probably first place. Or a chance for someone to get like 10,000 points. I don't think you guys probably need too much time. It's either kind of like you know or you don't. Our contestants are not looking at chat. I'm not even logged into Twitch, so that's not an issue. But let me know when you guys are ready. Otherwise, I'm gonna start doing a bit of improv that no one really wanted to see.
I'm ready.
You answered that way too quickly, Siddward.
Siddward knows the answer for sure.
I'm still gonna take offense to it, but okay. Is everyone ready?
I haven't answered yet.
Okay, NSFrog. Well, I guess I started, ranting a little bit at the wrong time. But yeah, so I will tell you one of my favorite Waddle Wednesday moments was seeing the cowboy hat for the first time on a Waddle. It was an image so powerful that it kind of knocked me off my chair. Most importantly, because the concept of doing coast-to-coast netplay tournaments just completely blows my mind. But Dev managed to provide a Waddle Wednesday for Thursday. Scientists said you couldn't do it, but Dev is playing God here with the Start GG deities that is. I'll be honest, guys. It's either you know it or you don't.
I have typed an answer.
All right. The suspense is killing me. We didn't script this part out, and I don't know how long to give you guys.
I'm freaking out.
SF has a question for me.
Am I allowed to change my answer? Like really quickly, like scratch it out and then put in a new answer?
Jeopardy rules. I would say. Like, did you hit the enter bar, like the enter key already?
I did.
Okay.
And then I said like, oh wait, no.
So when you get caught voting for like the Republic candidate, and then you decide, oh, I want to change it. What do you expect? You want to mail a separate ballot in? Like,
I would like commit voter fraud probably, right? Like,
that's pretty based.
All right, well, I'll be honest. We're gonna count the first answer we get, just to keep it fair for everyone.
It's unfortunate but fair. Unfortunate but fair.
You can't accidentally drop the ballot in the mailbox for the wrong candidate.
I can put in, put in more candidates though, surely.
All right, we're gonna take the first question. All right, so we're gonna reveal the wagers for each player now. I believe this information might be sent to me in a Mind Blast. Okay, 1400. NSFrog is wagering 1400 out of 1800 points. SF putting it all on the line, which is very concerning considering they asked to change their answer.
We don't gotta talk about it.
Well, we're gonna ignore that. It's Siddward. How much is Siddward? 501. I bet there's a good reason why to bet the extra point, maybe to beat someone out. Alright, I am dying to know. I'm sure our audience are also dying to know. What is the answer to Waddle Wednesdays? I know it. Is it my time to say it? I think some of y'all know it already. I don't think I'll get fired at this point by just saying it. The person who has entered the most Waddle Wednesdays is... Drumroll, please. Absolutely no surprise. Siddward! How the hell did that happen? What are the odds that the person most enfranchised with the Waddle Wednesday series is also the person who won the last minute qualifier, and is also the person who beat the previously invited people to Waddle games? Siddward, how are you feeling right now?
awesome. Very satisfied. I'm glad I did the Jeopardy thing. I've always wanted to gamble $1 more than someone could make, you know? That's like always the dream situation, like a Price is Right type deal. So I got that. And I like hats and I like Waddle and Smasher Magazine. And I'm not sure if I hit it yet, but I'm like very close to 100 Waddles, I think. I think the next Waddle I enter will be my 100th Waddle-based tournament.
Oh my god, that is amazing. You're probably soon eligible for Social Security at that point. 100 Waddles, that is insane. Honestly, I'm going to make the executive decision. We're going to call it Siddward Wednesdays from here on out. Because clearly you're running the show and we're just in it. So thank you so much for all our contestants, all our viewers, for Dev, for giving me an opportunity to host Jeopardy with y'all. Thank you for participating every week in Waddle. I have a speech completely scripted out about Dev, but you know what? You guys didn't come here for that. But thank you so much for viewing. Make sure you show up to the Waddle Games Part 2, not hosted by me. I know, I'm sorry. On Sunday. I don't have a time. I believe it's in the evening. I'm sure it's on this document. Oh yeah, it is. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Start.gg/WaddleGames. Thank you so much for coming out. If you want to see this happen again, please let Dev know. If you want to see me host it again, please let Dev know. And also let Dev know that that they're awesome. And I'll leave it with that. Thank you so much. Keep waddling and keep going to school, because clearly some of y'all need it. And with that, I will close it out and hand it over to the Twitch gods. There's no end to the script, so I'm going to keep talking until someone cuts me off.
I don't think anyone's a problem with you talking.
No, you
Go fire away.
All right.
Keep cooking.
All right, so I have some good news. I have been officially formally invited to an improv comedy group. So I have elevated from a casual clown to a semi-professional clown. Second of which, there is a clown school program, which I did not know was a thing, which is starting up very soon, and I will be starting the GoFundMe to send me to essentially clown college. It's been my dream, and yeah, I expect all you guys to donate all your points. Siddward, where do you spend your 3,601 points? Like, what do you do with all that? Good answer.
I actually am curious. Does clown or like does stand-up comedy have like a Wikipedia page, and you can change your status from like amateur to like semi-professional to like top level like stand-up comedian, kind of like they have for Smash?
You're
Yeah,
such a nerd.
you know what? It's harder to compare people's sense of humor against each other. Like it's just like you can't. It's hard to beat someone. Like the only way someone loses in comedy is like when they get canceled or they say something so horrible. So there is a Wikipedia for that. If you want to look up the Wikipedia for canceled comedians, they do keep track of that. So honestly, out there in this world, there's another SF who just keeps track and updates that Wikipedia. I would love to find this person and put them in touch with you.
I would love that.
Imagine.
I'd love to be that.
Wikipedia.
All right. With that is, I'm gonna end the show. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Drive home safe, and see you at the Waddle Games Part 2, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care.
GG.